Dear Chartered Accountants, working professionals and students in the domains of Indian auditing, accounting and the tax and regulatory space, welcome to podcast of Fca Deepak Rao, a practicing Chartered Accountant. Daily news and updates for 21st September 2023. The interim order by SEBI dated 22nd August 2023 has shed light on the forged bank statements submitted by the management of the company to the investigative authorities and the role of auditors in certifying the misrepresented financial statements. The case involves raising of money by the company through preferential issue of shares to entities that were directly or indirectly connected to it and disbursing the proceeds as loans and advances to its subsidiaries. SEBI, in its preliminary investigation, found irregularities in the preferential allotments by the company, which included A. Circulation of funds to create a false impression of receipt of warrant or share application money, B. Violation of lock-in norms, C. Partial return of warrant or share application money, D. Allotment of warrants or shares without a receipt or partial receipt of warrant or share application money, E. Diversion of proceeds of preferential allotments of warrants or shares, and F. Submission of false or fabricated documents which includes bank account statements to SEBI. The IBBI has notified an amendment to the IBBI Insolvency Resolution Process for Corporate Persons Regulations 2016. A new Regulation 2D has been inserted after Regulation 2C. The regulation states that the financial creditor or operational creditor, while filing an application under Section 7 or 9, must submit along with the evidence the chronology of the debt and default, including the date when the debt became due, default date, and date of part payments and the limitation applicable. IBBI has notified an amendment to the IBBI Model Bylaws and Governing Board of IPS Regulations 2016. An amendment has been made in Clause 10, Subclause 7 of the schedule. Now, the acceptance of the application must be communicated to the applicant within 60 days. Also, in addition to the existing conditions, the agency may refuse to accept the surrender of membership by any professional member if a member doesn't comply with payment of fees, disciplinary orders, filings, and disclosures, etc. The Women's Reservation Bill Nari Shakti Vandanam Adhiniyam 2023 was passed in Lok Sabha on Wednesday with majority votes. MPs manually voted on the bill, and after the division of the votes, the bill received 454 votes in its favour and 2 against it. The bill, which was tabled by Union Law Minister Arjun Ram Meghwal on Tuesday in the inaugural session of the new Parliament, required 2/3 number to the Constitution 128th Amendment Bill 2023 seeks to provide a 33% reservation to women in the Lok Sabha and assemblies. However, the quota can come into force only by 2029 since it has to be implemented after the delimitation of constituencies that will be conducted only after the next census, which is likely to be held after the 2024 general elections. The overall open jobs for analytics and data science in India has dropped by 20% this year compared to the previous year, according to a report by Great Learning. However, non-IT analytics jobs have increased and the banking and financial services sector has the highest demand for these roles. The report also highlighted a trend towards stabilization in the job market since 2023. In a top tech change, troubled edtech company Byju's on Wednesday said it has appointed Arjun Mohan as its India chief executive, replacing Mrinal Mohit. Mohit, a close lieutenant of founder Byju's Ravindran, will be leaving after nearly 10 years with the company. Both Mohan and Mohit were Ravindran students in the early days of the founder and teachers' common admission test entrance coaching days. Ravindran first made the announcement internally to all employees by email in a note that spoke of a bittersweet farewell and a warm welcome back. This podcast is sponsored by Sound of CA. We share because we care. Vande Mataram, Jai Hind.